Welcome to Bruins Overtime Live, presented by BuyAToyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit BuyAToyota.com. Alongside Billy Jaffe and Barry Peterson, I'm Dale Arnold. Bruins lose to the Buffalo Sabres 3-2 in sudden death overtime, and the frustration was boiling over for the Bruins players as they were going off the ice.
Yeah.
That it was. And I really think after a really energetic first period, you had a good first period. You come out of it 2-1. You only had 9 shots on goal the last 2 periods. And you just felt, as we had said at the end of the second, that you were chasing the hockey game like you were chasing Buffalo. And by the time you got possession, because you were defending so much in your own end, you got to the neutral zone, you had to dump it in, and you were changing, right? You couldn't get any offense going.
Add to that, they were outshot 6-2 in overtime.
Yeah. The power play, right?
Well, yeah, but but that's part of it.
Yep.
It's just putting too much pressure. If we can't score, the margin of error is minimal. And the Bruins, they had a couple of chances, but they never really got that really good offensive flow going. And I understand, again, I go back to this. I mean, how they're constructed right now after all the trades and everything isn't ideal, but they still got to figure out a way. They're not taking enough time, and I think the right way to approach, we talked off air about this, to get more offensive zone time.
Right.
They're dumping pucks in a lot of times at the end of shifts, or also not in harmony with each other. They're not getting the cycle going. They're not getting that kind of forecheck. It's making it very hard for them.
Yeah, it's a big drop-off from the Zacha line down when
it
comes to offense. On the positive side, I really thought you and I were talking about a Korpisalo battle hard.
He was magnificent tonight.
Man, did he battle
Keeps
hard.
doing his job.
Yep, he really did.
He just does.
Fighting all over the place. He unfortunately could not fight through the game-winning goal as Alex Tuch got a power play goal in sudden death.
Who had hit the post earlier, right?
Yeah, right.
And couldn't believe it. And so Owen Power ended up having 3 points in this game. It's an area shot. I'm thinking he sees that he's got a screen in front with Tuch, and perhaps, Barry, he's just saying, I'm going to fling it there and see if I can get lucky, and he does. I think this goes off of Lindholm.
First?
Yeah. I beg your pardon, Yoki Haru.
Yeah.
And then I think it caroms up the knee of Tuch and into the net. It was right here. You'll see Tuch there. You don't see Yoki Haru, but maybe it's a stick.
Yeah. And you almost get the feeling when you're watching this, Billy, especially that high angle.
Yeah, that's a stick.
When Tuch's in front, he just keeps moving. He goes, will you guys hurry up and shoot this puck? I am so open right now. I'll get it somehow.
Well, they had gotten to the point where the Bruins, unfortunately, couldn't overcome the things that were happening. They got outshot 30-19.
Yeah.
I mean, they had shots on goal tonight of 8, 4, 5, and then 2 in sudden death overtime.
Yeah. And if I don't have Pasternak had 4 or 5.
The Zacha line had the great majority of the really good scoring opportunities, and we were saying that's one of the problems. And you talk about the construction of one of the other major problems that we always talk about is when you lose your top 2 defensemen, it's hard to generate offense, especially from that backside.
Strong start to the game by Morgan Geekie. I was watching him at morning skate this morning. He was out there shooting puck after puck after puck, and it paid off for him.
Well, yeah, and that's because Geekie in his last 4 games coming in this one had a couple of shots on goal, 4 shots on goal, but he had no points, no goals in that time whatsoever. And so here he had to do something to work his way out of it. A beautiful play going in, and Geekie's going to get the pass from Wotherspoon. It's a breakaway. Watch the strength and the fake. He does a really good job. Still can't believe Samuelson didn't hack and whack him, but regardless, he shows a great bottom hand strength, little motorcycle kick, and brings it to the forehand.
He's already set a career high in goals with 22. He's only 2 away from his career high in points.
Yeah.
He just needs 2 more points to set a career high.
Yeah, not just the offense that's obviously been there from the beginning of the year with Pasta. That whole line's gotten better. I really like his forecheck game, Billy. I think he's competing hard in the corners. He's going to those dirty areas in front of the net, and because he's going there, he's getting rewarded.
I actually thought, I agree with you, but I also thought a little tired looking the last couple of games, if only because they're the main line. They're seeing even more, obviously the best of the competition out there. I don't know. I wonder if it started wearing on him a bit, but he took that extra time. He got the rest yesterday with the full day off. As Dale said, he took the time to do a little extra. He probably changed the tape on his stick, as he told me he likes to do when he's having a little rut. And he goes out and has a beautiful, first, he's got the goal and assist in this one, the first.
Bruins had a 2-1 lead going into the third period in this one. We're hoping to hold on, but Owen Power got a goal to tie things up for the Buffalo Sabres in the third.
Yeah, this is an example where we're talking about the Bruins are chasing and looking a little bit tired defensively here, Billy, and you're seeing Buffalo move all over the place. And as we talked about on the replay, you know this was such a rocket of a shot because when the building saw this replay right here, they went, oh, that was unbelievable.
I got to tell you something. I saw the puck come out, and everybody kind of stopped, and I'm thinking, how is the puck already at the half wall?
Yeah.
I saw it. I thought, was it the water bottle? I mean, I know it wasn't, but I'm like, how is the puck out there? It's because it was an absolute howitzer.
Star of the game presented by Subaru of New England. Fall in love with a brand new Subaru. Owen Power had a goal and 2 assists tonight, plus 1. He assisted on the game-winning goal.
Flow of the game as well.
He's got some. You admire good flow, don't you?
I do.
I wonder why.
Most multi-point games before the age of 23. You see the names ahead of him on that list. He now has 16 multi-point games by a defenseman in Sabres history by the age of 23. He took the loss tonight, and I'm sure that's going to grate on him. But as I said a few minutes ago, Joonas Korpisalo was magnificent tonight.
He gave his team a chance. And, as Brick was talking about upstairs, that save on Clifton in the third was unbelievable. But he's competing right there. I mean, it wasn't like Clifton missed this, Billy. He got pretty darn good. In the old days, you would say wood on it, but it was like, what is it, a composite? Yeah. So he got a lot of it on it. And then he just kept battling and throwing his body in front of things, and the team could feed off that compete level.
For a guy that is so composed too, and so kind of matter of fact. In the overtime, he ends up giving a punt to the puck at one point because he's ticked off. I think it was McLeod that catches him on the glove, but here he is again finding it. Scramble time, and they get a little help from the post. There's the Tuch hitting the post early. And then here's Korpisalo again. I found him to be really nicely aggressive in this game. Now, he's not scrambling and diving. I mean, he did on the Cliffy one, but here, that's just right there. That's a great save. Coming across, reading the play, understanding where the pressure is going from or where it's going to.
We just missed the punt.
And that was there. He had actually more of a drop kick, right?
Yeah, it was.
Of the puck.
This season against the Sabres in a couple of starts, a record of 1-0-1, 1.92 goals against average, .920 save percentage. He thought especially late in the third and the overtime they were being aggressive, whacking and trying to get it rebound. They're trying to win, and I understand that, but he felt they were taking advantage of him a little bit.
No.
And he wasn't afraid to show it.
And he wasn't afraid, and the refs didn't like it. And we haven't even talked about the trip call in overtime.
We'll get to that, too.
Marginal. Hustadinov there.